minister ka assembly container assembly adi ham 1 year.
Yes.
I was here sharing a kasa assembly manisi. If you say so be we are I was here for Nepakro.
The energy sector record of NPP, they are the last to speak. Let's get into the data, and I'm sure your people will tell you.
In 2017, ECG that had declared profit in 2016 started experiencing losses. They declared a loss of 497 million in 2017. Then between 2018 and 2023, they declared a loss of 23 billion. TV. Now going back, end year 2024, PricewaterhouseCoopers did an audit of ECG. And I'm wondering what this administration, that's why when I hear things in this sector are flare, because we know the truth, we want to cover up for people. And the Ghanaian is never going to forgive this administration for covering up for the TV that happened at the energy sector.
Or say the power home. I the first order and chairman for now. On board chrono board dream. Can for that time go see the last person so I know ECG on. A brony pay a phenomarket more. Some to be more. Jomuya honum. I ain't your and I Ghana for a 10-year gap because when you push the debt, a month for netika a month for a day on us as a taxi in PR. What do you mean?
That's one I was over here, Bibisa.
And they don't say home.
You can talk about Dumsor today.
The home.
Me see you can talk about Dumsor today. Light off the war, da fibo, you know, near war. Light off. Dumsor ni fie naya, ye da sumwa. Ene, unya kania, ochna, no edum kania for 4 years. I don't need Dumsor.
It's really
a light off. There are two different things.
Can you do?
They say, and I'm a press conference, 5 minutes. Can you do it? And I buy.
Now, and what the area me grand say? The all canon. And the all attributed to know. How also canon. Not only so old trying to know, and fan on. I'm saying, then even people were not ready to solve anything.
Issue Ghana card ID numbers.
As you know, when you have Dumsor and Nana Akufo-Addo, it's only for a short time.
Upa, anyway, say Dumsor bra, and now MPP bra, then MPP bra party Dumsor in Sambra.
Hey, Kali. In Ashanti region, and among forces say Dumsor no, among say so. In your dumbio. Now, we energy minister John Abu Jinapo Eddie Kankai. Now, we mama ye a bit skeptical. Me person me believe say na MPP phobia and na ye adwuma wa Ashanti region wa omu sabotage the energy minister and NDC. But one, there was a shakeup. 2, there was a conversation about transformer changes. 3, now we are going to say about 300 transformers in the real Kumasi in Ashanti region. Yes. Yeah, and on the grounds, amount for our more Kumasi in the Ashanti region. Titi Kumasi. Admit say 3-4 days among some light, Ejinaso Pampe. Say, Bema, our conum Aphrodisiano. And your ye. I'm so, sir. And yet, Jane and a problem, no? Was it the transformer and an ayada? Said the energy minister, Ekan. And now say, na a one or more. Oh, yeah, shake up. You almost from say, hey, Papa and Yabro, what's my yedi? And the end of what you miss about Ajin Biomusro. Ain't no more, sir. Like, seriously, may I want to know. Catch them. I na MB before the banana shares here. Omonya appointment. And omodi omosha won NDC for so ye dey you muni. And John Dramani my father for all. Oh, wait me you man kwan dey now we Ghana ni. And is it also the reason why every political party ba na wapom obia na wapom nipa for na because so oja ompo a no bet me the nkrofo be kan ho a wo obekwan tia no. And the obey you free ho. But is it a normal way of doing politics in the country? Why are you na ye peduma? Ye na pe bia hye. Political party ba na so ye di kan fa bia. Ghana ni enyini. Enti enyini a ye fa nipa 10. Emre bi oviare na se fa nipa 20. O che se fa nipa 30. Now the chase for the 40. And it was near Fabia Kawan news. Okay. But this is a lay down amount for coffee. No more jobless. Near replace someone with other political parties no win the power. And the Debiano, one party system. One party in the funny now. And there be no be a trimoy then. MPP ni this in the Casa say Taqua. Say I am Panyampa, say, na a sabotage. Sincerely speaking, I say a chinipa. But I transform as well. Why was adding an area campaign? Adding a message in as oh, MDC na Dumsor, MDC na Dumsor. So are we just making it intentional? And I say, dang, I don't get it. But and then Ugo pay more high capacity transformers for ECG arrive at the rich bulk supply point in Kumasi ahead of scheduled upgrade. It's more upgrade, present transformer upgrade. Of course, Kumasi say doom no. A bed dum sesi ampa enye dum so. Now, way Anna Samuel to pick former ECG boss. Former ECG boss. Or say the MPP administration procured all the new transformers that the NDC government is installing.
Transformers are na ye install this here ni nyina ye den
nioma na na wo mo warehouse ni bia
nioma na na se container airport transformers are kakraka na ye sesa wa high sesa cables na mo ka
ni nyina ye sa mo nioma ni bia the enye new transformers are procure na say
David na say transformer wonim transformer
how long it takes
to manufacture one. It takes a longer time.
And a lot of the transformers being fixed now where the new good order.
Near your talk, now abba a containers. And a minister can say be container say me. I did have 1 year.
Yes,
I was see a share near Casa Sem Numanisi. If you say so be we are, I was see a funny pacro. Sadie we ain't mean koso. Cause container na nyawodia. See a trust ECG, I trust ECG. And I make Casa Sem we see that say obi betimia auction and obi betimia you container I trust Ministry of Defense and a Ghana Armed Forces.
That be unto me.
Che boapayo.
Yeah. Indian was say a man kuku sa.
Debbie.
But I had the beer, mo person we are na maka asematiamo. Na maka say, well, babies with sharp teeth. We are okay. Now this is for na me blame mo. Papa guys so odem. Sa Solomon the biki. E some of the big say why esen ko odem. Container ira who under you. SMS yes under you. No ya den. Somebody na mudi ye we isi hon nkwasi contract ni NDC for na or and how far because enka ni pabu ani kwaso me kasa wo enka ye kasa nke so nka manu tum say wo but we onya no kasa we na solo wo say Ghanaians are not upset about doing so they be
important. You see, when you take your Bible, the first chapter you see is what? On Genesis. Is that not the case? So immediately you go to Genesis and you take chapter 1, Genesis 1, and you go to 3. It clearly says that let there be light. Let there be light.
And there was no light.
And the point is that the reason why the creator of this world put that let there be light in Genesis 1, you want everybody that will govern us, that believes in the Bible, that you will not go inside. But the first page, so that it rings bell in your ears that you cannot toil and play with our energy needs. I have slept in Dumsor. Everyone is not comfortable with the issue of Dumsor. It is a reason why when this administration was introducing the Dumsor levy, I supported it wholeheartedly. In fact, listeners will bear me out that recently when the government attempted to remove that levy, I said no, because the impact of Dumsor on our lives cannot be compensated by anything else. And so if there is a levy on it that can protect all of us, then I am for it. You see, the numbers do not lie. We have not improved substantial in terms of investment in the sector in the last 8 years. So I was wondering why my brother Jebuntie, having the benefit of this doubt, when he knows the truth, he go and hide under, I'm not good in mathematics, I don't have figures, it's a lie. He knows it very well. In fact, there is a course at the department that's mathematical politics or so that students even write exams on. So he cannot come here and create the impression that he has no benefit of figures. He does not know figures. He's not a technical person. If you are not a technical person, why are you discussing the subject matter?
Did I say anything like that here today? Actually? Did you hear me say that today?
That too. I was sitting here.
No, but you mentioned my name. You think I have
no,
did I say anything?
You have
I don't know what this morning you're a pastor. What you don't have anything to say, you start preaching.
You have your book in front of you. I want you to take notes.
So what you have something to say,
you take it. You don't worry. Yes, go ahead.
Get to Lamentations quickly.
Yes, go ahead.
So the truth of the matter is that we cannot be happy with what is happening. And so this administration must, as a matter of urgency, because they are now in the helm of affairs, deal with the matter. I listened to the energy minister. He seems to have some solutions to the matter. I am only watching that all the things, the beautiful things he told us 2 days ago would be implemented to the latter, so that the average Ghanaian, mind you, as we speak, Electricity Company of Ghana is having my money because we do prepaid. So it's unconscionable for you to take my money, hold on to my money, and be giving me excuses. I cannot, as a consumer, give them excuses for not paying. But why must they have excuses for me? So it is something that you have to work on it well. It comes back to what Ghanaians as electors must be demanding from of our political actors. These are the critical questions. When we are going into elections, what sort of questions do we ask? For instance, in 2028, you should be able to ask the MPP what amount of power you added onto the national grid. You ask the NDC what you did in the sector, and the UP what we intend to do. Because right here, if I were to show you our great transformation plan, page 55, you are sitting here, you read down here, the plan is very clear. Right from the Buzias regime coming, Ghana has had a plan of developing mini hydros on our water river bodies. Is there, if you go to the energy ministry, what has been the attempt to actualize this vision? It is also there. I don't know. I will be very surprised that the technical people at the Ministry of Energy and the ECG will not advise any government that there is the need to upgrade the existing infrastructure. Because like he rightly said, the transformers we are using today are outdated. It does not have the capacity to contain the numbers that we are seeing. In fact, it seems to me that there is no correlationship between development and the installed capacity or the energy needs. You go to areas that hitherto in Accra were practically bushy or forests are now totally developed, but are not matched with the sort of transformers. So what were we doing? And it goes back to the Ashanti region issue. Ashanti region issue, they saw it. They realized that the transformers there couldn't support, but going to tell them the truth that we are going to engage in some maintenance which will bring some discomfort, playing politics with it, they deferred it. And so the people are now suffering. And that is why, to a large extent, I was happy when the minister came and said he was being truthful. There is nothing wrong. But beyond being truthful, what then do we do to make sure that this situation does not happen? I mean, you were doing banter with Abbas. It's true. If you look at our installed capacity, it's in the region of the 5,000s. However, there is a difference between installed capacity and dependable capacity. Our dependable capacity comes down to 4,800 or so. But remember, we have been told time with that number that any power generated, the ECG lose, in terms of the transmission, they lose about 30%. So if we were to take that one out, already we have deficit. So to cure that mischief, it means you have to invest heavily in improving or upgrading our existing infrastructure. And the difficulty I have with this administration is covering up for the thieves that stole in the sector. That is why Ghanaians are very angry now. You know, the angry or the anger, let me put it that way, the anger is not about the Dumsor because they understand the situation. You cannot lose 1,000 megawatts and expect to have a free flow. But here is a sector that we were told as of 2025 that the debt in there was 68 billion. I can't believe you ask yourself, out of the 68 billion, how much was used to improve or increase the capacity? A sector that was owing 68 billion. Look, end year 2016, ECG declared a profit of 208 million. End year 2016. Immediately, the Nanado Baumiada he came to greet, said he was extending his greetings to you, took over in 2017. ECG began experiencing debt.
And Alan too.
Oh.
He was a cabinet minister, part of the economic team.
Solo go on.
Is there?
You cannot just say Alan too was part.
Solo.
He was also part.
Wrap up for me.
Was he a cabinet minister?
No. Speak. Let it come out clearly so that we deal with the matters. No.
Was he not a cabinet minister?
Oh, fantastic. So,
Minister of Science.
you said what?
Trade minister.
And we are discussing what? And we are discussing what?
No, but if you are trading,
you see, in their attempt, no, I have what it takes to deal with the two of them. It's not a problem. I'm going to be, look, listen. In 2017, ECG that had declared profit in 2016 started experiencing losses. They declared a loss of 497 million in 2017. Then between 2018 and 2023, they declared a loss of 23 billion. TV. Now going back, end year 2024, PricewaterhouseCoopers did an audit of ECG. And I'm wondering what this administration, that's why when I hear things in this sector are flare, because we know the truth, we want to cover up for people. And the Ghanaian is never going to forgive this administration for covering up for the TV that happened at the energy sector.
Or say the power, I the first order and chairman for now. On board chrono board dream. Can for that time go see the last person so I know ECG on. A brony pay a phenomarkets more. Someone to be more. Jomuya honum. I ain't your and I Ghana for a 10 year gap because when you push the debt, a month for Netica, a month for a day on us as a taxi in Pia. What do you mean? And then a share energy a levy. 1 Ghana per a liter. For what? When someone do big, that's what I'm wanting. Can offer that to America. A fair market that's what the parliament are who police for granted say bomb. Wait. But a chibe at the aguma and can you want to say what got crack transform aba but what who answer and found quanko ye wouldn't say ye transformers na yada ebi voltage eba a gem transformer no but as a ECG boss you were not smart enough to take that exercise what came and next government aba you want to claim funds yet you na see the chance say appreciate it you see at forcing is not spending. And it's hey, contractors will be and at 2 forcing about Lani and it's got to do a year. They shut up. But me go say gold board buy a gold board fancy here fancy. Now I want say gold tons of gold to do on the account. The MPP jato na young go for oil na but me no start here no. Can our boy and over 3 billion. And the cancel. Don't remind Mama reply say effective leadership. Then all of a sudden they came back again. So credit no e be belong to MPP and say okay munchire mu dey here. Oh, yen ye sha say lay foundation. Am say dey o munchire. Wonya hu obi o lay foundation hu ya ne man na hu ya 20 man to aso foundation na ya kata so ya fele. Foundation me na mu lay. Who lay foundation who 8 years. The only time we lay foundation when you are about to get out. Ah, chamai. Chamai. Oba ne ba dem na say untimi nya ne hwe a. Etem ase me ko Satan no be bibi. Ebi say yen the transformer na ba nti say ano. Afi you say you upgrade the transformers. And that will solve the Dumsor. The all of a sudden, someone the big former ECG boss as yen for credit be my MPP. O go kraba ya. Anu hu nyansa anko install. The papa kan. Say me na my bone. But me blame no the some friends Owusu kan no say ya che omo na dey atu a ka we call dance wom say wom so ye ba microphone ma okasa say we the camera see so baby and this for dem we dey tan you na judge for no so am the case ni ba mutumi twuma say monya mama bi am twum no munyai no mo so mo dem mo nam ya ho ntoye na nkomo we obedi ana okra na we ya mo oyade was a macra bamanye. And you crab a headache. Yet me, I can Japan now, friends a light post how much go fane go fane na eno anasese ene ensem aranko according to NDC communicating member we say so otis MPP for ne kasasa na nsu mu di ni wam otis some do big mu say den otis the record of the MPP in energy sector is nothing compared to that of the NDC. They should tell us the actions or inactions of government within these 18 months that brought back the Dumsor. The MPP should keep quiet and allow government to fix the mess they have created.
I needed to get into the data that had nothing to do with partisan politics. But my sister has done virtually everything politics today. And I'm surprised. The energy sector record of NPP, they are the last to speak. Let's get into the data, and I'm sure your people will tell you. What did you leave behind? For the 8 years you were in power, let's not go there. We have a problem. This shouldn't be the time, but you see, please allow me, please. You see, to do this, and then you are speaking about Kumasi. Kumasi started experiencing its problems just in 2025. Is that what you are telling us? They give you the highest votes. What did you do for them? In the 8 years when they had this problem, they've always had it. What did you do? If it had been resolved, would we have inherited it? And you expect us, what you couldn't do in 8 years, you expect us to do it within a year and 3 months. Why are we doing this? Tell us, what did you add to the capacity in 8 years? We are talking about generation capacity. And we don't have much. That's the analysis. So tell us. I thought that as the spokesperson for your running mate, your flag bearer, and then the vice president, you have a record. Put it before us. This is what we did.
Just give me time.
No, you chose what to do with your time. Tell us what you did in the energy sector that left us with that huge debt. We've been able to pay 1.7 billion within 1 year. What did you do?
Now it's understandable. Well, follow Ghana governors, especially after 2020, Ghana youth need boom and rise Ghana youth for your country. The nation demand your devotion. Ye na ye home boom. You mention politics. He say ye na your interest. First, we say Ghana youth be first well in politics. Me find happy. But when we say combat, why politics? Say scam bottom by politics. We be adwuma ye politics. So when you man become over from unemployment association na politics. See the number goes through inflation cost them go to idea politics. So whether you like it or yes, you have to be interested in politics. Now the youth are interested in politics. We know that the previous government and not Danko Akufo-Addo on the Baumia ACF kunya so transition time no 5 hours of fuel. I was asking myself say nyame boy na Baumia wi ni power. So they were going to continue in 5 hours of powers. Nka Dumsor nka be west. Nka Dumsor because our chrono na call so yehu ya in the last 4 years no. And nka to us with 5 hour fuel and they power the entire country. Say ebenya electricity a nka be hu amane. But the energy sector minister John Jinapo, I don't know the miracles and the magic. Oh yeah, it must survive here. Then we saw the scandals, the PDA scandal, the SMS scandal. Of course, via in ECG side. And all of a sudden, omo how LHI say, omo na FX MPP NDC momna ye attribute. Now over the attribute is a problem. They are just a party. Or no abem for 1 year 3 months. When you spend 8 years, one in your time you can say, hey, time and the air code the munya timetable yepe. Mosi yankoya yadi. We saw all this. Then and then mugas last year with this kind of conversation. They be Montumboase. Now wait, say say no MPP time. There was Dumsor. And again, previous administration they have been Dumsor. Dumsor no have been there since friends saying Rolling Stone from that far. Because that time we can do light pay. You grow any light if you are not light if you nim crano. Hey, ya whoa. Yeah, it's happening. Also the body language. When the choice of words so issue. The attitude and how offensive and now at the same time no kura na all kano o de tum say Dumsor no na light off e wo hodada na under John Dramani Mahama ana na 4 years na express Dumsor na Dumsor asese sen enye light adu ene ho na so mo na on ye maame no ono omu ade kura da on se da mu obia Owusu on form do so MPP no be twa mo ye
that's one I was obenya bibisa
ene Dumsor ye home
ni otwa you can talk about Dumsor today
ye home
me see you can talk about Dumsor today light off there wo da afebo nyina na e wo light off Dumsor ni fie nan a ye da sumu a ene unya kanea ochina no adum kanea for 4 years eno ni Dumsor no we dey light off there are different things
kanea na dum
they say ena press conference 5 minutes kanea ni dum ye ene bae ene ye to adwumadi ni so e yade ane ye dete omemu ha da bia it's nothing new ni ene ehu ene infie nan a infie nan 4 years ayeda esumu e wo memu ha that is Dumsor. There's a world of difference between the two. Let's define the things properly and analyze them properly. Just see I kind of try.
Means I know more thing.
Me get to. Ebe.
That's like of me that's it.
And the MPP abino ebe. Yes, sana. Any. Na ya yenjejirije.
Is anything?
From frying pan to fire. Mupen sadia.
Na enho de awie mi kura ne say the all cano and the all attribute to no how also cano na onim say o twa ntro ba say emfa na hono am say then if people were not ready to solve anything ti imagine say ko we need power eza kwatena say as MP ana ba mawi ni ye na ye we say okay energy minister wa hwe de besi but na pompo na say mo am ko ye mu timetable no na Owusu ka mo benu mo ho na Uche Owusu wie no betie Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say odie tum say Dumsor e wo ho power outage e wo ho and they are trying their possible best to fix her.
Now, what is going to happen
is that we have now covered the babies. From the 17th of this month, we are going to start going around to the schools and issue Ghana card ID numbers.
As you know, when you have Dumsor and Nana Akufo-Addo, it's only for a short time.
Then ask yourself, say person admitted say a part of the reason why they lost the election when they wanted to fix it. Now, or the problem is are then on one party member back who catch say na Dumsor ni. You see the contradiction, and this is the reason why I'm saying na you to know move follow politics. I mean, Shramo, obi anti me transfer to obia. Why? And then who can you better go check it. You say no, we ask no, but you check it or down for like and check crowd because be a video form. Na eno ana Solomon Owusu edema omo se che ye nchi be ena omo yo zaga ga no they say omo anka we ge be sa nka nyi sa na wey Ghana for as understanding about Dumsor now when we Ghana for e go form free Kumasi Ashanti region they say oye pe na e go stronghold of MPP ni ebusa se mono se na mo so modwene modwen de mpenifo ne kana na se mafo mo adwene am so ya fe ho adwene according to Kumasi PZ boys any KJT market almost sa jandam ni de ahyiagu jandam ni na ahyiagu ni na wie ande because omuni say MPP time na poka chiro mo say dum siesie eya no bia na ekoso yi transformer after so mo sisan omo like ejina so say pampe
mama de me search me 2 hours then am due to say 2 days 3 days me hu bi me yem do me light and me hu bi so I say per Dumsor de enye na na be experience obi aba MPP ba ye hu bi ada woni kroma e bi si no mudum
MPP for de ba propaganda ye omo de yes le mo say munya nto boase mo ba ma anya he itade ade security akasa sam nfa komadu ben light is
and what's up one so enfanya hwe mu ye tell mama to ma dem MPP ni sabe dey ndi search
wey MPP stronghold e Ashanti region say Kumasi to be precise and so omo na share say this enkomo ya this why I say maybe MPP mo realize the crap mo sit back na mo mama nkomo ni na no emo abo ano nye baako na enye the same direction go as a way can we na way can we but there's documented videos mo can different conversations Ghana for that so it has were two early ages of the NDC friends etemi enti o ka say wie na yebunya mfu wie ya yentie si yebu afu wie di anka o de o kenke be fa ba yebu mfu wie enti o ya e wadade your time very research you say asa oboa enti yebu sa Ghana ni bi say aha either say Dumsor ebeba back ana say Dumsor be stay ana say MPP ebeba back in 2028 and say oh no this is 100 years yenya obeda Dumsor ni sa openawia no pa netro
Upa mienu we say Dumsor bra ana MPP bra den MPP wa party Dumsor ni samra
Kali. Ever say me say.
Hey,
you are saying
say MPP wa Dumsor ni mra. Then that light of me forever. Party MPP ni samra power den Dumsor na. Dumsor na ke Dumsor na anka ube da sumu 24/7 anopa wi anwumre ye beto power bank ye be charge phone ba o sha o meba power da ben e be che be how many years but pen phone ni na gusu o mpa bo zo e be che say mpi be za power my years yes in there me do nya me ka se me de ma okra 100 years credit sha
Bamia ekono de ekon mentimi nku brave ko ma me this of me me on the bomu ko fight mu adem fight ni mu adem papa na wey ana obi said lebi men kan tire before say there are several fans bi omoje aya as NDC phone anim kasa say omo so ntimi connected to media no say omo ne Ghana phone ntimi ni nkomo ni yo Osin sa asemia somewhat do big ka kire me na mi you say o na dey transformer buy abere nim say NDC for so makakra transformer 2500 NDC for omo kante o omo nka hwe o oti wotena no magase o ye na transformer na omo hye ni na no NDC na dey buy ana mo to abeti aye na mo NDC for be install here ana se munyai na eba health insurance started in 1997 JJ Rollins in pencil Anna MPP in 2000 Kufo Nyadu Kufo fight against it say hey muntie minority na kana mo bo man kakwa 2003 Anna Kufo expanding the kakra say any ukuta health insurance or dress it awobia no ubetimi e de akoja yarasa aye free then atomis eba no be expanding no ebe national say ukuta health insurance na baby yare kwa gbo obia no mo do akoja yarasa Also the same way, about in terms of free senior high school, you say, your constitution that no. John Dramani Mama in 2015 and started the pilot program. I could afford to admit to say, John Dramani Mama, they were starting a year, but on no about being nationwide, and I never been nationwide.
At the Papa Bia Ababia, it is either yen your chance or baby and on my befa. Now I prove to you where na where there.
Yeah.
Where there.
Sectional address by the President, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, on the occasion of the state of the opening of the
to a State of the Nation's address in 1993.
Hey.
Yes. Yes. In 1993.
Yeah.
Nana kind baby ama makino.
Wa makino. Mr. Speaker. Okay. The government will also introduce a national health insurance scheme. Hey.
Also, this was mentioned as far back as 93.
And concrete proposal will be presented to Parliament.
It will occur in 93.
That's a JJ in the
JJ occur in 93. No. 1997. Page 16 of the State of the Nation's address. Read Baby Amama Kinibu.
This year, a pilot insurance scheme will be implemented in the Eastern region to test the work done so far. Its performance will be studied as well as the performance of existing rural health insurance scheme already operating in the
existing even rural health insurance scheme was there in 97.
So that problems can be identified and eliminated before implementation begins on the national scale.
And why na health insurance?
They say based on this one, they say JJ and sa idea no, the thinking, the policy.
And
thinking.
do you know MPP soon opposed to health insurance first?
Yeah.
Look at this. This is 26 April 2000.
Yeah.
Government must accept useful minority suggestion. Bernard Neofa Adokufo.
Yeah.
Or say we have a story by GND. Dr. Kwame Adokufo, MP for Manshia, on Tuesday called on the government to accept useful suggestions from the opposition. He noted that the billions of cedis and energy wasted on the single national health insurance scheme could have been saved if the government had not brushed aside the minority suggestion in 1997, confirming what you read in 1997. That such a scheme was not viable. So it means
that national health insurance, the idea was muted by.
So almost some policies there is social intervention project there. MPP na tarde by any phone and for bima. But obako do mo awie no. Na obewie na any phone bom. But omonya ho dede, omon kan ho asem. I'm say transformer dey me yawe. Nti we dey metima defend it. But 1997 friends 2015 dey 2015 so na me a little bit away, but because any for na no mo yo they be montwen na before say untimi nya o se ntimi nye enti eno ebe kata bibia so e ma ne ko say okay e MPP for na but the difference e wom nie baby e sha say baby awie asa so interchange yes kufo na aye miwa kufo starting is all cut wie no the obey ye atamis sa but ade na ya this for no ntimi ngasa ada na mobile media no mafia media na MPP for no how dem feel omo ni media omba ye huso and yes we adwuma kakra mo huso and is for no dey as na say na muso as masha as ya mo recruit enso ko ya dey omo for mo ni asa go government side mo ye na internet media na mo hwe no ma so mo go flash staff house okay mo hu dey be defend mo next time eti ene ebe electricity issue Ashanti region for atum say they say on power is stable. Now, according to some of the big former CEO, Edema ECG says transformers na NDC for no. Eso money fixing Ghana. Electricity problem na Dumsor no. Omo na ko krabai. Ana mi busa say aden na mo ko krabai no. Omo install ana say no money engineers for Ghana. Ana what when you say information is omo na dey buy. Na onti ya mpacho. Dey na catch some of the big. Ah no a former ECG boss. According to the movie say enye no fault. Enye MPP for no cra fault. Dumsor no Ghana kan nya sa, but the first yenti akronfo na ebo ye kro no. Ena ma ebuafu. Ampa. Enu nti na mubuafu Dumsor no ho ana. Ana se nyampa. Ka che me comment section and subscribe. Like na se mo nua so enya biwe. Edi no e ba akopem Maxi Billian naked truth Oldboga trends macro. Bye bye.